I failed. On around April 20th, I made a video about murdering your old self. The point of that video was about killing off the person that is holding you back. It's about making a radical change to get rid of all of the shit you don't like about yourself. My plan was to make a video every single day until the end of May. Now today is May 11th, and I haven't posted a video for 4 days maybe. So let's talk about failure. Now this applies to everyone. This isn't just me. It's not just me who's making a radical change or a small change or any change. Anytime you're trying to make a change, failure is always an option. Now I told myself, failure isn't an option. It's not gonna happen. I won't let it happen. And in my mind, that was true at the time. But realistically, you can't control your future self. You can't decide what you're gonna do in the future. So there's a great lesson in this. Is the lesson that I failed, so I'm a failure? Is it I failed, so therefore I suck ass? No. Is it I'm not good enough? I shouldn't have even tried. I set my goals too high? No, no, no. So in life, things get hard sometimes. And sometimes it gets too hard for us to handle and we just fucking break, we shatter. And that's where many people decide to give up. They decide, I couldn't do it, it wasn't meant for me. I'll just do what I was doing before, I'll go back and turn back around and be that person again. But fuck that. That's not what I'm here for. I'm not here to just give up the first time I fail. So failure is an option. It's always on the table and it's appealing. It's like, yeah, that sweet appeal of failure. Now, on one hand, that sounds like, what? What are you talking about? No one wants to fail. Failure sucks ass. It sucks cock. It sucks balls. And that's true. That's true. But I wouldn't say failure actually is an option. I think I was actually right, just in the wrong way. Failure's not an option. It's a requirement. Whenever you're trying to do something challenging and difficult and make a change in your life, you're gonna face failure. And it's your decision. You have to make that call whether you want to let that define you and make yourself be a failure, or if you're going to decide that's one fail. I'm not a failure. And the crazy part is it's all in here. You get to make that call. You get to decide whether that one fail makes you a failure or if it's just one setback on a road of many, many setbacks ahead. Like in the scene from The Martian. When things go south, when everything is going to shit, I don't remember the rest, but it's just like, you can either decide you're gonna succumb to the failure, or you decide you're gonna get back up again and try again and go hard. We go again. We're juicers, all right? No, but seriously, whatever you're trying to do, whatever change you're trying to make, you're gonna face failure. And you can either avoid that failure if you just decide, I'm not gonna try anything challenging, I'm not gonna do anything difficult with my life, I'm gonna take the easy, safe path where maybe I'm not happy, maybe I don't grow, maybe I'm not a good person, but at least I avoid failure. You can have that thought process, but that's just not for me, and I hope it's not for you watching this. We just have to embrace failure. It's just how things go. We're gonna fail sometimes. We're not perfect people. Nobody is. So don't let one loss turn you into a loser, because you really can. You can let one loss turn you into a loser. You can say, I lost on this, I'm giving up. So if you decided to make a radical change with me, whether you wanted to lose some weight, tackle your social anxiety, tackle your depression, get out of bed every morning, get over a video game addiction, start a business, anything, and you encounter difficulties, you encounter a setback, or even something that feels like the final blow, feels like, I'm done. It's over. It's your call. It can be over, or you can decide, I'm gonna keep going. So, even though I missed four uploads or something like that, I'm gonna finish this. At day one, when I didn't upload, I was like, I'm just done. I'm done with this. I'll just come back and I'll upload in a week or something, and I just won't do the daily upload thing. But fuck that. I'm trying to convince myself that I don't need to do this, but this is something I need to do. I decided I need to do this, and I was right. And when things got challenging, I thought, maybe I don't need to do this. But fuck that pussy. That guy is in every one of us. There's always part of us that just wants to give up. But fuck that guy. that guy's a bitch. So I'm gonna upload every day, and I'm gonna even make it up. I'll extend this past the end of May, and I'll add like 4 or 5 videos to the end. And it doesn't make up for it completely, but it's much better than just like giving up. And it's also much better than like continuing, but like not adding that. Cause like, I'm not gonna just get out of those 4 or 5 videos. I'm gonna make it up. And whatever your reason is for giving up, maybe it's valid. I don't know if there is a valid reason. I think it's okay to take a break. Like my reason for giving up, it wasn't like nobody died. I didn't get really sick. I'm not depressed. I'm not anxious. Maybe a little anxious. But there's nothing really wrong with my life. I just didn't feel like it. I was kind of burnt out. I was getting 4 or 5 hours of sleep, but like, who cares? I'm the one that's deciding to wake up at 4 a.m. So I'm gonna do my best to go to sleep earlier. I'm gonna do my best to stop overthinking things. Shout out Yarko Finn for calling me out on my bullshit. He was like, I put up a poll. Should I post later in the day or should I just post anyway, even if it's shitty? And he's like, you're doing a lot of the overthinking you tell us not to do. And you know what, bro? I appreciate that. I don't want a bunch of yes men. I mean, don't be a fucking hater. But like, if you're someone that supports me, then feel free to like call me out on my bullshit, call me out on my hypocrisy. So shout out Yarko Finn for that. And one more thing. Should I have set more reasonable goals? Should I have said, like in the beginning, do I regret setting a very challenging, difficult goal that I knew was going to be hard to achieve? Not even a little bit. I could have decided I'm going to upload 3 times a week. I'm going to do what's reasonable. But like, I knew I could do that. I've done that before. Like the point of challenging yourself and like setting a goal that's like right outside of the realm of what's reasonable to you is to grow. I've experienced so much growth in these past, 40 days, 30, 10, 20 days. My channel has seen explosive growth that it's never seen before. I mean, that might sound silly. I'm only at like 300 something subscribers, but my channel's like doubled. I've grown a lot as a creator. I've gotten over, it's still not perfect. I don't think it ever will be perfect, but I've gotten over a lot of that anxiety that I have about like, oh, this video's not perfect. I'm not happy with it. I'm scared of what people will say. It's not perfect. I went from like a 2 out of 10 to maybe a 5 out of 10. So I still have a lot of growth to go in that dimension, but I'm still very happy with the way things have turned out, even though I failed. So just because I set like a crazy goal from my perspective, I mean, it's really not that crazy. It's just one fucking video every day. But from my perspective, like that was a challenging goal and I don't regret it a single bit. I'm much happier setting a goal that makes me grow and pushes me to my limit than setting a goal I can easily achieve just so I can be happy with myself. I'd rather be dissatisfied and I'd rather fail and not achieve my goal rather than like setting the bar low enough that I know I can easily hop over it. So the moral of the story is be okay with failure. Failure it's a requirement for anything. Anytime you're going to push yourself, anytime you're deciding you're going to be a better person, that's a very real risk. It's failure. But failure is such a dirty word. We don't have to let it be such this dirty thing. Like one fail doesn't make you a failure unless you let it. So I'm not letting that happen. And I hope you don't let any fail on your part make you a failure. The moral story, failure is okay. It's better to set goals that are slightly out of your reach than a goal that you can easily achieve. And 3, whenever you're pushing yourself, whenever you're challenging yourself to grow, you're pushing yourself past your current limits, it's going to be challenging. It's not going to be this easy thing. Like you don't grow when things are easy. You grow when you're pushing yourself, when things are hard. And there's, with that risk, with pushing yourself, you have to, you take the risk of failure. So I failed, but I'm not a failure. And if you think of me as a failure, I mean, okay, who cares? But all right, let's go. If you haven't made a radical change yet, go watch that other video, Murder Your Old Self. And if you have and you failed, you fell off the wagon, come on, get up. Time to get back on the wagon. Let's go. We're not little bitches around here. We're not tiny little micro sausages. We're grand kielbasa's. Remember that. All right. Thanks for joining me on this journey, on this challenging, tumultuous, difficult journey of pressing the upload button every single day. My ancestors would be so ashamed. They'd be like, we hunt mammoth. That is our difficulty. And mine's like, I press upload button. But whatever. Okay, it's okay. I don't care. My ancestors, fuck them. No, I mean, they're good people. Don't say that. But all right. Thank you for watching. It's time to go, baby. Let's go. Stay on your shit. And if you're not staying on your shit, get back up. Chop, chop. Let's go. Let's kill it. Let's fuck shit up. Okay. I love you.